A local legend in baseball receives a special tribute from the Falmouth Commodores. A vibrant celebration honors Cape Verde's 50th Independence Day, and we drop by the West Falmouth Library for the town's favorite summer book sale. All that and much more on this edition of Falmouth in Focus. Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, our bi-monthly program of local events and FCTV member engagement with the community. I'm Michael Kasparian.
And I'm Ellie Fideli. We begin this week at Guilfoyle Field, where a beloved figure in the Cape Cod Baseball League history was recently honored.
Falmouth Commodores coach Jeff Trundy has left a lasting impact, not just on players, but on the whole Falmouth community during his 26-year tenure.
And I was honored to be a member of the Falmouth Commodores baseball team during a couple of those years, and it was great to see him honored last night.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 19 and number 30, Jeff Trundy and Arnie Allen.
First, I hired him as an assistant coach, so he did 2 years as an assistant before he became a head coach. And to have him work with him, it was a pleasure, because all he cared about were the players. That's all he cared about, and I couldn't have asked for anything more.
He was an amazing human being. He really was very unbelievably considerate and thoughtful and humble. And I've known him since 2007 when we first got involved with the Commodores. And he became a friend, and so many players loved him because it wasn't just about winning and losing. It was about taking care of the players and helping them succeed, and which he was very good at. And so it's 26 years, a long time for anything, and we're fortunate to have him that long. But unfortunately, with his passing, things have moved on. But yeah, he's a landmark, a legend in Falmouth Commodore history, and we'll be retiring his number tonight.
Well, it hopefully puts it in cement, because there'll be a permanent plaque posted. We're not sure where yet. I'm getting a plaque to send to his wife, Patty, and then I think after 4.5 innings, they're going to retire his number, and so on. And to me, he wouldn't like all the hoopla, but I tell him, suck it up, enjoy it. And that's what he would do.
I just think it's great. We have great weather. It's Cape Cod baseball time. I can't beat it right now. And come on out if you're around. Come out and see a game or watch us on TV. Thank you.
Whether you're a die-hard fan or just a summer evening regular, chances are Coach Trundy has left you with a few good baseball memories over the years.
The Cape Cod Cape Verdean Cultural Center and Museum recently hosted a vibrant event to mark the 50th anniversary of Cape Verdean independence.
We spoke with members of the museum to learn more about what makes this holiday so special to the Cape Verdean community.
So today, this is our East Falmouth version of the celebrations that are going on throughout the entire world on the 50th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Cabo Verde. As many know, Cape Verde was a colony of Portugal. Amilcar Cabral started the party for the independence of Guinea and Cabo Verde.
He was a person that really had a deep heart. So not only did he care for the freedom of the people, he also cared about the freedom for the women, the children, the education, the food. So he tried to immerse himself into all those studies.
And he was assassinated in 1973. Even though he did not live to see it, he inspired the freedom for his people, which took place on July 5th, 1975. So why I established this, helped establish this museum on Cape Cod is because my grandmother actually lived in Harwich at one point in time when I was a little girl. And I thought Cape Cod was filled with Cape Verdeans who also intermarried with and befriended the Wampanoags. So it's a curious and glorious story.
I think especially in the beginning of the Cape's existence, Cape Verdeans had migrated down here to actually build this Cape Cod. Most of the farming that was done here, all that was really done by the Portuguese and the Cape Verdean community. We owe that to them. We get about 260 children that come through here every year around April, and they always have a great time. We try to teach the children about history, about the culture of the Cape Verdeans and what they've contributed over the years to the Cape.
Started with just a wish that the school right out back here, our East Falmouth Elementary School, would bring some students over, and the promise from Superintendent Dorr that would do one better and bring the schools across the district together. One, to visit the museum, to meet Barbara, to meet Wesley, to learn the story and the culture and the history, but then to carry that message and to understand what that meant, both in understanding Cape Verdeans in our community, right? Their story, their history, but then who we are as a global citizenship and how we all interact and build a better Falmouth.
So every time the students come, we try to find ways that we can link each other together, because it's only together that we will survive and we will thrive. And the students leave here saying, all of them saying, this is the best day they ever had. And so we're going to celebrate our differences. The museum is just 4 years young. Cape Verde is just 50 years young. But what happens is I tell folks it's small, it's modest. We don't have millions of dollars like a Smithsonian, but like the small country of Cape Verde, we have a big heart.
A beautiful tribute to Cape Verdean culture and community right here in Falmouth. Thank you to all who helped bring this milestone celebration to life.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we will be discussing another major Cape-wide summer tradition.
I'm Laura Reckford, Executive Director of Falmouth Arts Center. Falmouth Arts Center is your community arts center, right here in Falmouth at 137 Gifford Street, just a couple blocks up from Main Street. We are free and open to the public every day. Everyone is welcome at Falmouth Arts Center. We offer classes for all ages and abilities in ceramics, weaving, painting, drawing, printmaking, photography, and so much more. Our current students range in age from 5 years old to 97 years old. Our 3 galleries feature the works of local artists. We change our galleries every month, so there's always something new to see at Falmouth Arts Center. Each year for 5 weeks, the Falmouth Arts Center's Holiday Market and Gift Gallery is free and open daily, featuring fine art and crafts by over 100 local artists. For more information, go to falmouthart.org. We look forward to seeing you soon at Falmouth Arts Center.
The Cape-wide Hydrangea Festival has been in full bloom since July 11th and goes until the 20th.
We had the pleasure of catching up with Catherine Sturrock and Roseanne Mealy, two of the festival's co-chairs from the Falmouth Garden Club, to hear about their 5 beautiful gardens at the museums on the green.
Hi, I'm Roseanne Milley, past president of the Falmouth Garden Club and co-chair of this year's Hydrangea Festival. I'm here with my friend Kathy. Kathy Sturrock is co-chairing the Hydrangea Festival this year, and she is one of our social media specialists. I'm going to tell you a little about the gardens that we will be featuring in this year's Hydrangea Festival. The Colonial Garden, which we are standing in right now, is one of our first established gardens. The landscape architect was from Cambridge. His name was Frost. And since then, the plants have been modified to meet the needs of climate change and the many bunnies that we have throughout the garden. This is the colonial garden. We also have another garden on the other side of the Wicks house, which is the herb garden. That was relocated from the barn. That probably is the oldest garden on this 2-acre property. It is now placed right outside the kitchen of the Wicks house. Some of the other gardens, we have Memorial Park, which was rejuvenated this year through a grant that we received from the Crockett Foundation. Within Memorial Park, we have a pollinator garden called the Butterfly Garden. We also have the Blue Star Byway Memorial Garden, which is a nationally recognized garden to honor the families of veterans. It was recently relocated to a more prominent spot and redesigned.
The Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce puts on the Hydrangea Festival, and we're delighted to be participating again. We've been doing it for many, many years.
5 years. 5 years.
5 years. And you can get more information on the Hydrangea Festival from their website. Also, a lot of towns on Cape Cod participate. So if you want to take that trip out to Chatham or Sandwich or Osterville, you can do that as well. We do encourage you, of course, to come here to the museums on the green and see the gardens here. A lot of people don't know about them, and they're lovely to get ideas from. And I'll add, you can join us on Facebook and Instagram. We have a good presence there, so our social media is good. You can check us out there as well. And again, thank you to everyone in the Garden Club who's made this possible.
Absolutely. Thank you.
As the Cape-wide Hydrangea Festival continues to delight visitors through July 20th, the stunning displays at the museums on the green remain a must-see. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or simply a flower enthusiast, there's still time to take in the beauty and inspiration blooming across the Cape.
One of my favorite times of year. It's wonderful.
Oh, I know, it's awesome.
From garden beds to gallery walls, the Cahoon Museum of American Art recently hosted its annual Art in Bloom auction, showcasing floral interpretations of original artwork and raising funds for creative programs.
The Cahoon Museum celebrates American art by inspiring curiosity, enriching understanding, and connecting past and present. Through its historic collection and contemporary arts, the museum offers a welcoming space for all to explore New England's artistic heritage and its place in the broader American story. Come along with me inside as we learn more about the art and meet some of the artists. Elizabeth, why are events like this so important to the museum and the surrounding community?
It's a great question. So events like this, the Brush Off is our signature annual fundraiser, and of course we are a nonprofit museum, so fundraisers like this really help us keep going, and it helps us fulfill our mission, which is to support our community arts. So it all goes back to the community in sort of full circle. So events like this are incredibly important because of that.
I'm here with Barry Beater, and we're going to talk about one of his newest creations. So Barry, what inspired this piece right up here?
Well, this piece was inspired by, actually, this is a science ship that pulled into Woods Hole Oceanographic in Woods Hole, Mass. And when it came in, it had gone through the Panama Canal and up the coast all the way to Woods Hole, and it picked up all this dirt that we call scum. Some people call it debris. And it forms patterns and shapes that look like the environments where the boats have come from.
This is a combination. It's a hand-painted monotype. And what I do is I run it through a press first, the piece, on a sheet of plexiglass and the paint's in between. And then I pull the sheet off and I get an impression. And with that impression, I like to hand paint afterwards on it. I just want you to get joy from having the piece. This is another piece I did of the ocean since being on the Cape, feeling when you're by the water and you just feel the water and you're looking at the sky and you see the clouds, and it just gives you a calming effect.
Loop Beach is a favorite place for me to go paint and on location, and so for this year at the Cahoon I'm painting July 1st, and I'll be down at the beach in the afternoon painting an inspired piece by the beachgoers.
This is a piece by local Mashpee Wampanoag artist Natasha Fry, and it is probably the coolest, largest piece in this show. And it's a really great piece. So this is called Three Spirits. So if you would like to bid on this, you can register online, go to our website, and then you can place a bid at our live auction, which is July 12th.
Great. And aside from this event, what other events will you be hosting this summer?
So we have a great event coming up in August called Mermaid Fest, which is going to be really, really fun. It's going to be a fantastic day. Sorry for the silly pun, but it's going to be a great day full of mermaid activities, cupcakes, you can dress up. So we really kind of lean into the mermaid theme of Ralph Cahoon's artwork with Mermaid Day.
This was a fantastic event, and I was amazed by some of the incredible artwork for sale, but also on display. And I had a wonderful time there.
That's great news, Ellie. So it was a packed house?
Yes, there were numerous people, all the way from children up to the elderly.
That's wonderful. That's what we want to see. Lots of people turning out for these great events. Turning now to our next segment, Habitat for Humanity has been busily working across the Cape to help develop new, affordable housing for individuals. And now we have some important news for those looking for a home in Falmouth.
So how Habitat works is we open up applications. Lots of people apply for these affordable homes. We go through them, and the families that are chosen, we partner with, and they build with us alongside volunteers and alongside local businesses, all of our funders. We all work together, the organization, the families, and our donors and volunteers, all together as one unit, helping to build a community and ultimately affordable houses for those that live on Cape Cod. What we really want to do is keep Cape Cod families here where they already work, live, and play. We just want to keep them here, and we work really hard to do so. We're so excited to let everyone know that homeownership applications are open for 2 houses in Brewster, 1 in Bourne, and 4 in Falmouth. So we're really excited about that. They'll be open for 60 days. We hope people will go to habitatcapecod.org and apply for a house. Take a look, see if you're eligible. Spread the word to anyone you know that's in need of an affordable home, because we've got 4 in Falmouth that are coming up really, really soon. So we're really excited about that. And we're looking for volunteers and donations, anybody who wants to help fund this build, and of course, those homeownership applicants.
The deadline to apply is September 15th, so don't delay until the end. This is essentially an affordable mortgage pre-approval, so there's a lot of documents that you'll need to submit, like finances, references.
One of the things we're really, really excited about in the next couple of years is we not only have that 4-home build in Falmouth behind the Restore, but we've got a 14-home build coming up on Benjamin Nyes Lane. So we're still a little bit of ways away, but we'd love anybody who would like to volunteer for this. Let people know that this is coming so they can kind of get their finances in order and get ready to apply.
And then we also have a need for event volunteers. But regardless of any of the volunteer offerings, you do need to sign up to be a volunteer. You'd go to habitatcapecod.org and click volunteering and process as a volunteer. If you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to me. My name's Sandra, and my information is on the website. But I do want to talk about a need that we have for September 14th, our Ride for Homes. We're looking for event volunteers to help us make it a fun event, kind of beach-like, and Tara can talk a little bit more about that.
So we're so excited. We have an event coming up this September. It's Sunday, September 14th. It's called the Ride for Homes. You can walk or run as well.
Thank you for watching. We had a pleasure talking with you, and we hope to see you soon.
Thanks so much for having us. We love it. Hope to see you soon on a build site in Falmouth.
It is truly life-changing for some of these families to finally have a home. And thanks to all the volunteers who came out to support such a great cause.
Amazing work they're doing at Habitat. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be stopping by another summer staple.
Hi, I'm Michael Kaspiran, and I'm here on behalf of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce is a member-based association focused on being the community connection. Our work is focused on collaborating with other groups for the benefits of everyone in our town, whether it's the scientific community, the healthcare industry, fire, rescue, Falmouth Police, Falmouth Public Schools, our faith-based community, or other nonprofit organizations. You can be sure that the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce is working diligently with each of these groups for the benefit of everyone in our community. The Falmouth Chamber is a forward-thinking organization. Business and tourism will always be an important part of what we do, but we focus our energies on other issues that affect everyone in our community. Affordable housing, wastewater, coastal resiliency, the blue economy, and the replacement of the Cape Cod bridges. All these issues will affect us here in Falmouth as well as all of Cape Cod, and you can be sure the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce is working diligently on your behalf to ensure that Falmouth is part of the solution. To learn more about the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, you can visit our website at falmouthchamber.com or give us a call at 508-548-8500. We're happy to meet with you anytime.
If your idea of summer fun includes browsing for a new beach read, you're not alone. The West Falmouth Library held its annual summer book sale, drawing in readers of all ages.
And we stopped by to check it out and possibly find some books of our own.
Ooh.
I love puzzles, so when I'm not puzzling or busy reading. And when I'm not busy reading, I'm puzzling or busy with my grandchildren. And our favorite thing is to read these that Natasha Wing's The Night Before series. Christmases, I probably have about 25 Disney versions. So we read them every year at Christmas time. So I'm always looking for those. I'm also always looking for Heidi books, which I did find. It's okay.
Well, I'm always looking for books for library children, and I especially read Christmas books. My grandchildren are 3, 2, and 2, and they love to sit and listen to me read.
Okay, so I'm here at the West Falmouth Library book sale. We're going on today, June 27th, and tomorrow, June 28th. First, I have this Chris Sissy movie, which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be awesome. I also got some Jean Sartre, some displays, and this is like a very old edition, which is also really cool. I'm very excited for that. Also got a contemporary piece by Urchin Dong, who is a really cool poet and author. I think this is his first book. Yeah, but I'm really excited for this. I really like his poetry. I think that his fiction is going to be just as good. So next up, I have Jean Campion's screenplay for the piano, which is incredible. To find the screenplay is just amazing. Win the best movies, obviously. So very excited to have this. I have 2 really special books. I'm really excited, not only because they're just really good quality and really well kept for their age, but also because they're so amazing. So I have 2 Jean Genet books. I have Miracle of the Rose and Our Lady of the Flower. So really excited for both of these, and they just look so great and well kept, as are all the books here, because West Falmouth Library does a really good job of maintaining books and making sure that they stay great quality so everyone can enjoy them. Whether you're buying them at a book sale or just borrowing them from the library normally, everything here is just really organized and well maintained and well loved, and really just broadening the community out here to incorporate children and people of all ages to enjoy reading and to expand their reading list and the books that interest them, as well as other media. So like I said, we have the screenplay, we have puzzles here, and obviously the library has so much more media out there. So check it out and come by the library book sale either today or tomorrow.
Proceeds help support the library's programs year-round, so every book bought helps build community. Thanks to the volunteers who made it happen.
It was truly amazing. And summer evenings in Falmouth wouldn't be complete without the familiar sounds of the Falmouth Town Band. Every Thursday at Marine Park, the band plays for crowds of families, locals, and visitors alike.
All right, my name is Peter Cook, and I am the Falmouth Town Band MC. I'm actually one of many MCs that's been involved. I've been involved for about 10 years or so, and there are some famous MCs that have been before me, and the band started, this is the 65th season, but actually we're 66 years old this year. I've only learned the history from people who knew those folks, and I feel like I'm continuing that history with the town band, and I've seen the crowds grow. Actually, post-pandemic, we've gotten up to like 300-400 in the middle of the summer here. This is actually a small crowd compared to what we usually get. This is the hardcore group that comes here in the cold weather when it's slightly raining. But it's a lot of fun. My job is I do the research on every song, and I say my job is to keep talking while the band recovers from playing the last song. That's what I do. And the cool thing about this band is there's no auditions, and the only rule is you have to be able to play your instrument and read music. That's it. And anybody can join the band. These band members are involved in they're all different kinds of groups around the Cape, and many of them are school teachers, many of them are soloists. The band does get together at Christmas time on the town green in Falmouth, and that's the brass players and some woodwinds and some percussion, and they play Christmas songs when they do the lighting of the green in Falmouth. They're professional players, they're students, they're all ages and abilities, and these come together.
It's one of the most joyful ways to gather as community. Just bring a blanket, some snacks, and enjoy the music. That's going to wrap up our show for now. I'm Ellie Fideli.
And I'm Michael Kasparian. Until next time,
we'll see you around town.